Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to Revolutionary Girl Utena Episode 3. So, you may notice different scenery. I'm in my room, simply because people are home today and on the day of recording, and I just want to be able to not bother people as much. Being in here will just make it a little better for that. I didn't know people were going to be home today, so otherwise I would have pre-recorded this beforehand, but yeah, either way, can't help that now. So we're getting to another episode of this. Last time we kind of had a rematch battle with Saionji, I think his name is, as well as Utena and Anthe, that's her name. Utena and Anthe getting to know each other as roommates and the only occupants of this specific dorm that otherwise had been abandoned for quite a while. We got to know Anthe's little friend, the little monkey thing, and kind of just got a little more character depth and character stuff with our main cast. Before just going into, again, another duel. So, I'm definitely interested to see where this goes. Hopefully we get a little more than just, the duels and everything. I want there to be more to this, you know what I mean? But we'll have to see. We will have to see. But yeah. Let's just get into this, see how episode 3 fares, and go from there. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, this episode definitely took a turn from the first two, not having a duel of any sorts in it. It was definitely more character focused and more focused on, I would say, building the relationship between Utena and Anthe, as well as just growing their characters. So this episode had kind of like two separate focuses, two separate parts to it. The first part focused on just them kind of growing and getting to know each other, as well as, I guess, the true introduction of Toga, the class president, I believe it said he was, and kind of, it seems, the leader of this group of uppity assholes in the academy. And then we have the second half, which is the ball. And by far the better part. So, like I said, the first half focuses on just them getting to know each other a little more. And again, the introduction to Toga as well as his sister, Nanami, as well. And we get to see how both of them are kind of getting their claws into everything. We see that Toga is he's apparently this playboy, and he apparently has broken a lot of girls' hearts and stuff, and he's trying to dig his fingers into Utena now, seeing her as the newest prey, the freshest meat of this academy. And then you have Nanami, who stops Anthe from being bullied, pretending to be her friend, only later to end up proving herself to be even worse. Because she thinks that just because her brother had talked about Anthe, that means that he was into her or something, and for some reason, Nanami thinks that she has to stop that. I don't know. There's kind of these weird vibes I get with Nanami that she seems very overprotective of her brother when it comes to women, and it's like it's giving me weird vibes. Maybe that's just me. But either way, the big climax of this is at the ball, where we see Anthe and Utena agree to go together. Though Utena doesn't want to at first, and Anthe's like, "Oh, I'm not going to go if you're not going to go because I get anxiety when I'm around these large groups of people and stuff." Which it's like, yeah, that's very real. A lot of people very much feel that. I used to feel that a lot more than I do now, but luckily I've been able to work past that a lot. But we see that Utena wants her to make other friends besides just her and Choo Choo, and so she's trying to get Anthe out there, and so she agrees to go with her. They wear these dresses. Anthe wears this dress sent to her by Nanami, while Utena's wearing one sent to her by Toga. And as I said in the reaction, I like Utena's better. I just like the colors and everything. It works really well on Utena with her hair and with just her general design. Anthe's, I don't like the color. I don't like that kind of lime green color that they went with. It doesn't work for her in my opinion. If they wanted a green, I feel like a darker green might have worked, but I just feel like maybe a blue or a red would match her better, just personally. That's just me, maybe, though. But we see they go to the ball, but they end up getting separated. Utena with Toga and Anthe with Nanami. And Utena is trying to play coy about it, but she clearly has a thing for Toga. She clearly thinks he's attractive and all. Which it's like he looks just like any of these other guys. Like him and Sayanji are practically indiscernible outside of their hair color. But that might just be the art style, to be fair. And Anthe is led by Nanami to the middle of the dance floor, where she starts to clearly have a panic attack. As she had mentioned, all the faces around her start blurring together, and she just starts like shutting down until this guy who was clearly sent by Nanami comes forward and purposefully pops open a bottle of champagne, spraying it all over her. Now, apparently this dress that Nanami sent to her is specially made so that when it gets wet, it dissolves. And it was given to her specifically to embarrass her in front of everyone and to just destroy her reputation and whatnot. And it's really, really fucked up. And it's like the inside's always happening. It's just like, honestly, I felt my blood start to boil because it's just like, I've always hated bullying. Partially because I've been bullied and everything. So I know what it feels like, but just the idea of people bullying others, whether in school or outside of it, no matter what age, just pisses me off. It's disgusting. It's horrible. The idea that anyone could feel okay with doing that is disgusting to me. And it just goes to show their lack of any kind of just moral fiber or just care for people. Bullying just always bothers me, no matter what kind of context it's put into. So that really upset me. But the instant Utena noticed, she rushed to her rescue, took off her own dress to reveal like her normal, more masculine outfit underneath. And she grabbed a tablecloth and made a new dress for Anthe right there out of it, which it's like, okay, girl, you should just open your own dress shop if you're that good. But helping Anthe, she then asked to dance with her to give her someone to focus on, to give her someone to put her attention on, to break away the embarrassment, the anxiety, everything. And it's like, it's such a powerful moment. not even just ignoring the shipping stuff, even just ignoring that stuff. It's so powerful because you have her coming to her friend's rescue, saving her and helping her from this horrible situation. And instead of like just trying to like say, "Oh, we're going to get you out of here," she knows that Anthony's deep in this pit of anxiety at the moment. So she's like, "Just look at me, dance with me, focus. You'll get through this." That I think that's the smart way to handle it, and I think it was actually beautiful. It was a genuinely great moment. And we see that Toga was not in on Nanami's plan. It's very much obvious, I feel, that he has his own plots going on, that he's not this good guy he's kind of trying to paint himself to be. But he definitely wasn't in on Nanami's plan, and he didn't seem super upset by it. He seemed more like, you need to be more crafty. And it's like, dude, that's not what you should be saying right now. You should be definitely a little more upset. But I mean, I guess that shows how he is, too. So, yeah, definitely worked on developing some of these characters this episode and just giving a lot of good relationship stuff with Utena and Anthony. And I really liked it. I really enjoyed this episode. And I like the relatability it gave to Anthea. It definitely made her that much better for me. And honestly, I think she might possibly be like reaching to become my favorite character, even above Utena at the moment. Just because I feel like I like Utena, but I feel like Anthea just seems more of the type of character I tend to like, you know? I tend to be into those kind of characters. They're definitely more. I maybe because I connect to them a little bit, the shyness and the anxiety and stuff. It's just something I can personally connect to. So maybe it's because of that I've always really been into characters like that. I guess examples from big like shonen anime you can name are like Hinata from Naruto or Hime from Bleach. The shy, cutesy characters and everything. It's like, yeah, those are the kind of characters I tend to like. But anyway, tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode of Revolutionary Girl Utena, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.